All right, all right. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes,
Yep,
we
yep,
can.
yep. We can hear you.
All right, good, good.
Was
Sorry
Jen
about the
supposed to be on?
delay. Who?
Was that Jen supposed to be on today?
He the first Wednesday. Nah, I know Mike got on this special for Mike too. So no, but I mean, you can always learn something new. So yeah, I would definitely get him on if you can. Yeah. Hey Mike, how you looking, man?
Things are coming along well. Like I said, we had a meeting this morning, had a nice turnout. I'm looking to get a bigger turnout next week. I invited a few people tonight, but after the meeting this morning, some of them may have been kind of worn out, but we still invited them.
Excellent. All right. Well, let's get rolling. So let me just first say I apologize. They had an update, a mandatory update on my phone, and now if someone called me, it knocks me off of Zoom, and I can't have that. So I got to figure out what to do about that because I do too many Zooms to keep getting knocked off every time someone calls. So y'all know if I get knocked off, that's why. But it'll keep going with you guys on here. But I just want y'all to know that might be the reason here. So let's get started. We always open up with introductions, name, zip code, what you want to see happen before you leave this earth. Start us off, Cy Smith, 46402 zip code. That's downtown Gary, Indiana. And before I leave this earth, I want to see Black people loving each other, supporting each other, doing business with each other while traveling back and forth between here and Africa as if it's not a big deal. Let's go to Judy next, and then Trina. Get our ladies out the way first.
Hi, my name is Judy Greenfield, business name Harry Greenfield, 60620. And basically, I want the same thing as Cy, and I want us to keep loving on each other and supporting each other so we can get back to the Black Village concept and the Black Wall Street so we can have all for our own and just continue doing what we need to do to help each other.
That's right. Excellent, excellent. Trina, you might be on mute.
Hello, how's everyone doing? I would say for me, I want us to definitely build community and have more businesses of our own so that we can employ ourselves.
And what's your zip code?
I know.
60639.
Oh, thank you.
Trina, that's the new governor for 60639, you guys. So we repping. She's in training. Thank you. All
Welcome,
right,
welcome.
Governor Joe, you want to go?
Yeah, this is Governor Joe, 60615. My zip code is connected to Bensonville, New Orleans, and Congo in Africa. My passion is feeding children free. Um, and what I want to see before I leave this earth is actually this concept, and this concept being a household name.
Booyah. Excellent, excellent. Mike P.
Yeah, Mike Perkins with Spread the Bread and Tribal Wealth Business Growth Network and 60642. I'm sorry, 60422. And before I leave here, I want to see businesses supporting one another and consumers supporting businesses and circulating the dollar inside of our community multiple times.
All right.
Booyah. Excellent, excellent. All right, good, good stuff. Our new governor for 60653. That's today. Mr. Barry, you want to go ahead, name, zip code, what you want to see happen before you leave this earth?
Yes, sir. I'm out and about, so I might not be as active as I usually am. But I'm
It's all
Sensei
good.
Barry. I am the CEO of Ultimate Martial Arts and Fitness Studio. I want to change the world one kick and punch at a time, and my area code is 60653.
All right.
Booyah.
Okay.
We got Darrell in the house. Go ahead, Darrell.
Hey guys, how you doing? This is the Real Black, CEO of Black Tech Solutions, your construction developer. I want to see that we develop more buildings and homes throughout the nation. I mean, through from Africa. My zip code is 60628. That's Roland area. But yes, we're looking to just develop projects and develop more houses and businesses throughout our community.
So, Judy, if you don't mind, you do a marvelous job. When I post these pictures, if you can screenshot them, that'd be great, Judy. So this is why we're gathered here today, you guys. I appreciate everyone. Kim Melton, she's our BW4 leader. I'm about to post that document up first so you guys can see BW1. And again, I'm hoping I don't have these drop issues that was happening before.
Well, sorry, when
Yep.
when your call dropped, it freezes my phone.
I think it might freeze everybody though. Anyone else having that problem like when it happened earlier? No? Okay. Well, we'll see. Hopefully we won't get no call, then we don't have to worry about it, but we'll see here shortly. But every Wednesday is the Black Boycott Day, y'all. Every Wednesday out of the 7 daily living habits is the Buy Black Day. It's literally us thinking about and supporting our own people. So at least if you're a Black entrepreneur, Wednesdays, people should be thinking about how to put money in your coffers because they know you're creating jobs and you're helping people to become self-sufficient. And so we want to encourage all our people, children. My daughter, 9th grade, she's at the school teaching people about the 7 daily living habits because it's something that will help us in the long term. So with that in mind, BW4 stands for blue. The color blue is what the B is for. The W is today, Wednesday, and this is the last Wednesday of the month of October. And so there's Kim's picture there. I'll be holding down the call. If she can get on, she will, but I'll be running the call in the interim. And then this is the business group network. So the first part we're going to cover is what this group of Black businesses will be doing ideally. So if you could, open forum, you guys just jump in. I'm going to go through it real quick. Last month in September, our focus was making sure we put money behind our Black lawyers. This month, our Black journalists, that you can see at the top, October. And then next month are our Black bricklayers. Next to that, you see the alphabets. Those are the people whose last names we're really dependent on to execute because we only ask them to do something twice a year, every 6 months. So that's right off the top. It's all about the journalists this month. And then next month, starting Saturday, is going to be all about the bricklayers. Any thoughts or feelings on that? Okay. Underneath that, you see it say last month's report because last month was lawyers. You can see these are the Black business people that we're in conversations with throughout the month. Willie Williams, he's an auto mechanic. You know, we got Derek Washington, he's a mechanic. And you see, ideally, they would have sent $20 to Rose Joshua. Rose Joshua is our lawyer. Rose Joshua is also the president of the NAACP. As a lawyer, she puts money behind 8th graders. So us supporting Rose means essentially you're supporting 8th graders. And then Clyde Hayes, he's a HVAC person. We got Darrell Black on here with us. So he would have sent $20 to Rose to name Rose as one of his 4 Black businesses for the month. And so that's what that column is. This is our accountability here. I haven't pushed it because I'm really using this as training, but eventually we'll get to that place where these businesses can count on having revenue from their own fellow Black businesses. And then separately, National Block Club University is getting the whole zip code residents to name their 4, meaning that the residents will also put money into you guys. And we just have a schedule so we can make sure we're sharing that. Any thoughts on that from anybody? Okay. So to make that make sense, let me get your attention to the bottom left column, and I'm going to zoom in here because I want you to see the schedule for the whole year. So here, it's a BW4 business group, and it lists the businesses by industry for this group only. Darrell, he's the leader of BW3. It's a different industries for that BW3 group. So we're taking every business and putting them in groups between the 4 Wednesdays so we can really concentrate on making sure they got layers of support. So here you see mechanics, they get this free support, free money in August, the book authors in May, the bricklayers in November, carpenters in July, corner store owners in January, electricians in February, our journalists just left that month, October, our martial arts people in March, our lawyer people in September, our marketers in December, our painters in April, and our plumbers in June. Any thoughts on this part? You guys might be on mute.
No,
Okay.
nothing.
And if you look real closely, that's the logo for this BW4 group right there. And you see those are Black businesses listed there. And in red is the months that they get that extra support. It's a little blurry, but that's what that BW4 grouping is. All right. So going down now to October awards, the reason this is on here is because every industry is linked to one grade. So all plumbers have 12th graders, for instance. All barbers have 8th graders. Nail salons have 6th graders. All of our corner stores have 2nd graders. So when we say these are the awards, this month, money should be given out for competitions for those grades. And this is education. So our Yellow Tuesday people are meeting about that separate from you guys. So I just want y'all to see that these working committees are doing different elements, but it's all reaching our people zip code by zip code, all the same. Any thoughts on this part, the awards? The journalist is who's on deck this month, who should be getting the money. So you see Wanda Carter name there. You see Dr. Ryan Ford. He's in the South Suburbs, Mike. So he's out there with you to get the South Suburban people to support him. And then Isaac Lewis is on the west side of Chicago. So if you know any journalists, podcasters, we consider them in the journalist bucket. We want to meet them. So just get their information to me so I can put them in the database. So in their zip code, as a journalist, they'll be listed so the people in their zip code would know who the journalists are in their neck of the woods. Any thoughts on that?
Nope.
All right. Last part here is the Gary Convention. So we have 5 pillars, you guys, that are global pillars that we think is going to help us change the world. And those 5 pillars are Chicago, of course, Gary, Indiana, Mississippi. So those are the 3 American places out of the 5: Mississippi, Gary, Chicago. And then we have Africa, of course, and then Brazil. Brazil is the blackest place outside of Africa in the world. And so Brazil is on the list, and Brazilians are told to not talk about race, be quiet, and accept a third-class citizenship. So that's why Brazil is on one of the pillars, because when we coordinate with them, it'll help strengthen what we do in Africa, especially Angola, which is where a lot of them come from. So what you're looking at here is the CATs, and that's why you see these CATs under the conventions, under the awards. And CAT stands for conventions, awards, tours, and the summits. And so with this CATs concept, it allows us to deal with the boredom in our community, because with weekly conventions, it's always something that people can go to and do. It's going to allow us to deal with our trauma, which is, in this case, awards, people being honored and recognized, shown love when normally they don't. And the awards are broader than just these grades. It's also Woman of the Month, Student of the Week, Husband of the Year, whatever. But the point is recognizing the good in our own people. Then the tours is the rotation. Like last month was lawyers, this month is journalists, next month is bricklayers. So these tours are allowing us to share. In our community, we have a lot of people who covet and don't want to share. The tour means rotation. It forces us to share. Everyone gets a turn. We're constantly rotating. And then the last one is the summit, which is our accountability. That's when we step back and look at everything we did with CATs for the whole month. Any thoughts on that? Excellent. We're rocking and rolling. So now let me put this next one up, and it's going to validate what you guys just saw there. And again, don't be afraid to speak, you guys. Open forum, no question is a dumb question. Your question might help with someone who has the exact same question, but just didn't feel comfortable speaking it. So please just stop me and ask me, and I can break it down. So this here, what you're looking at, kind of highlights the global agenda for this month. And so what we just looked at was only dealing with economics, all right? But this here shows you what we're working on, big picture for the month. So you see all the weekly conventions, that's every weekend in Gary. People from Mississippi should be coming up here for these conventions, people from Detroit, St. Louis. And so as you see there, these were the 4 topics for this month. This is our Senior Citizens Appreciation Month. So that's why you see all this old school history stuff there for the conventions. Then the awards, you saw that on the other document. The dates next to it, those are the dates when those grades we check in on. So that's every month it repeats on those dates. Then you see the businesses that's getting the free money for the month. So you saw a Pearl. Well, you didn't see a Pearl. You just saw journalists because this is the 4th Wednesday. But when me and Darrell was on last Wednesday, we was talking about the accountants because that's BW3 and the beauty supply stores and apparel. It's set up so you guys don't have to strain yourself with it. People know their role and they just stay in their lane. So just know that it's a rotation where all the businesses get a turn to get the free money. And then it shows you where we expect them to put money into, which justifies us saying you're getting free money because the parents of these children will know that you're giving back, and that's what will make them want to give to you. Then you had the summit, and the summit is our accountability for what we did for the entire month. And so as you see here, those alphabets let you know who we expected to participate because of our twice-a-year agenda. So only the people whose last name began with the alphabets P, Q, or R. Everyone else could totally ignore the summit, and it's okay because P, Qs, and Rs is every April and 6 months later in October. So if you look underneath that, we listed specifically who some of the P, Q, and R last names are. So as you can see there, that's quite a bit of different last names, and we won't bug them again after Friday until April of next year. And the benefit of this system, we call it support system, is it allows us to have predictability forever. So we already know 5 years from now, if you're in trouble and you need help in October, we already know it's going to be the Redmonds, the Robinsons, the Ryans, the Russells. So this puts us as Black people in a winning position from now on. Now it's just a matter of making sure people can see the value in covering your twice a year, which we call it the broken clock. So just like a broken clock is right twice a day, if our people buy into this last name solution, we'll forever have coverage because we got it already predicted. Any thoughts on this whole document from anybody?
No.
We rocking and rolling.
We are.
Now let's go to this one here. Now this one gets me excited here, you guys. So let's break this one down. So we are on what we call the super highway right now. And I'm gonna bring this up so you guys can see this. All right, so I'm gonna break this down, but you know what the highway does. It gets you to and fro. So we know that. But this highway is every single day. This highway is specific people that we're having to convene together once a month. But because every day it's a different code, if you will, that BW4 is today. It's blue, it's Wednesday, it's the 4th Wednesday. So as you look here, we got zip code leaders on here. Mr. Barry, you see your name there? See that Barry up there, Art Barry? So the zip code leader, he's on here. We got the professional leader, and today's professions is book authors and clerical people. So we don't have none of them on right now. You see the U.S. leader is Gary, Indiana, is linked to this zip code that's on duty today, which is Bronzeville. So Bronzeville, Chicago is Little Gary, Indiana, and vice versa. So Gary, Indiana should be on this call. This is they one day out the month too, every 4th Wednesday. So Gwen Macon, we'll see if she jump on here. Then you see Mississippi leader on here. Mississippi is one of our 5 pillars, which I explained. So that's why someone from Mississippi should be on here. The trainer, I'm the trainer, and I'm also the time leader. That's why you see Cy Smith there. Then the beauty of this document, this is a phone tree too, you guys. It lets you know who the people are. We do have 2 documents. One is public, which is what I'm doing here. And the one that if you guys agree to is private because it has the full name of each person and their phone number. So that's the one, if you guys agree, that would get text to everyone on this call. So that way you guys can stay connected, talk offline, work on projects offline. It's like you get off the highway and do your own thing, But on the fourth Wednesday, you get back on the highway, and now we going over these various agendas. And then you see when it's people's turn to hold down the fort. So PQs and Rs, you see that there is April and October. We have Mike Perkins on here. So Mike Perkins is operating differently than the rest of us. Of course, he don't have to do nothing, but this is month to do something, and so he's doing it. All the rest of you guys are doing extra duty, if you will. So, any thoughts on the superhighway? All right. Now, what I'm gonna do next, I'm gonna show you a subhighway, and you will see this is superhighway. I'm gonna show you a subhighway, which the title tells you is underneath the superhighway. So let's go to the subhighway. All right, here. So I just post this, and it is being recorded, so that helps. You guys can go back and watch this later. So I explained that Gary was on duty today. All right, so we're going to go here to Gary Subhighway. So it looks similar than the other one, and it has different names in here. These are all Gary residents. These are all Gary residents. But because this month is October, the only ones who should be on this call, who can guess which one should be on this call from Gary? Somebody give me somebody. Who?
Gary people.
But specifically, it's 7 people on here who should be on because we haven't bugged them since April. Can y'all see it? So if you
What's
look
the
at
last
those
name?
Yeah,
names,
Last name.
PQs and Rs. PQs and
There's
Rs.
8 people.
PQs and
8
Rs.
people should be on there. 8.
okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I count 7.
I count. You got 2 up top, 2 up top that's not in the box. You got 1 at the
Oh,
bottom
right,
that's
yeah,
not in the box.
okay. You cheating. I was talking about in the box. So yeah, all right, I got you. You're right.
Okay.
but down there. So Marjorie Peterson, Frederick Pulliams, Jerry Proto, Quabena Pratt. Quabena may jump on. I know he in the meeting. Sean Rimmer and Ken Robinson. We haven't bugged them since April. We not gonna bug them again till next April after today. So the way this is set up, you guys, no one is burnt out. Who gonna be on next month? Quite a few people. Y'all see that?
Mm-hmm.
It's the most out of all the Gary we got is the STs and U's in November. So with
That's
this
12 people.
process,
That's 12 people for next month.
there we go. So and we won't bug them again until May of next year. So with this system, you guys, and you can apply this with your family, you can apply this at your job. If you're a business owner, I would personally say I'm giving discounts. I'm giving something to get these people in the door this month. And then everyone on every block has one of these last names, A to Z. So you can literally know who your clientele would be from now on. And you got time to build it up and get them ready. So I just think this is crucial for us as a people to create predictability so we're never caught off guard again. We'll always have coverage every single month out the year. So this is the Gary subhighway, and these are Gary neighborhoods: Glen Park, West Side, Terrytown, Midtown, Downtown West, Emerson, Etna, Miller. And each one of those neighborhoods, we're constantly meeting people. That's the inventory. We every second meet new people. And once we meet them, we get their last name. Guess what? We know what 2 months out the year we want to have them do something. And so that's when they go into the pipeline. So we go from you recommending someone inventory to the pipeline, and the pipeline, they sit there forever. So Mike Perkins know, like his accounting friend who's transitioned now, he in the pipeline as an ancestor accountant. So you never leave the pipeline, but the people in the pipeline get on the highway on their one day out the month. And that's the beauty. Every one of our people in Black America in the pipeline, nursing, teachers, doctors, judges, whatever it is, in the pipeline forever, even as an ancestor, because we're gonna honor you after you transition too. But then you get on the highway to meet other people. Any thoughts on the Gary subhighway? And I got one more subhighway to show y'all. Okay, let's go to the next one. Yeah, Judy, I got you. That's cool. We rocking and rolling. Okay, now this highway is where Kim comes in at. So this here is Kim, who she's not on here, so I'm covering this for her. This is the actual business group. So this here are the mechanics, the book authors, the bricklayers, the carpenters, the electricians, the journalists. And as you see here, same format underneath, but you see the names are different. And now we only got Dana Pittman from the PQ&R from this business group network, but they should be on today because this is the superhighway. All of us on. Gary is on, the business group on, the people in Bronzeville is on. We got Trina on from a training perspective, Joe on to be layers of support. So the superhighway gets all of us on. And you see who ideally is mandatory to be on, which is PQs and Rs. So that's, and let me go through the top. So the top up there where you see the regions, that's up there so that we can start in the subhighways showing people who else we have ties to. So for instance, we're in the middle of America region, which is Gary, Chicago, Atlanta. And so it's 20 cities, but inside these 7 regions, we can cover all of the 20 cities. And so we literally got regional leaders, and those are the people we stay in touch with. So if you tell me, Mike, you got someone in LA, Olivia Tenson in LA, she's over the West region, she'll get in touch with your person in LA and walk them through when they last name is due up and when they can plug into the highway. So that's it, you guys. After this, we can just open it up for you guys. But I just wanted to present the newsletter for BW4, the superhighway, and 2 of the subhighways. And thank you guys for your time getting on here. So any thoughts on any of this we talked about so far? And you might be on mute, so you come off of mute now.
I'm good. Thank you, sir.
All right. All right, so let's just close out with the money because we got to talk about the money, y'all. That's
Yeah, let's talk about that bill. Let's talk about making money and paying some money. Everybody trying to pay the piper.
Look, that's
much.
it.
Not that much.
It's really, let me just show y'all yesterday real quick, though. So this was yesterday, you guys. Yeah, I got you, Governor Barry. So this was yesterday, you guys, and I apologize for those phone numbers being exposed. I thought I had covered that up. But yesterday was Yellow Tuesday, 4th Tuesday, and it was our lawyers. And so these are a mixture of lawyers on here, along with people in Austin and the people on the west side, because that's the west side. So my point, I just want y'all to see how every day this is rotating and it's different people. So from now on, you guys know that every single day, Black people are getting the inventory done, referring your family and friends. They're getting put into a pipeline, not the prison to school pipeline, but a pipeline to build Black people up. And then they're asked to get on the highway to meet other people. Inventory, pipeline, highway. You get off the highway, get back on in 30 days, or you can get on twice a year. But the point is, we as Black people have something now, global. So this ain't just here, this is global, that's allowing us to make sure that we're constantly rotating our people, meeting each other. And this is in Africa. Like, I want y'all to know, this is a big deal. Like 6 hours before we even wake up, in Nigeria, they're already telling us what the agenda is. So yesterday, before we woke up in America, they told us it was Lawyers' Day. It was code YT4. They telling us this Saturday is the Journalist Convention in Gary, Indiana. And this is every single day that they already got the schedule and the agenda for us constantly. So that's a big deal. And it's already happening with no money. So as we pull these dollars together, like I see my brother Clark got on his shirt, when we pull the dollars together, all this stuff takes off and go faster. So this is the other one. St. Louis, Missouri is the sister city that was on duty. like Gary is yesterday. South Austin is the headquarters for all things dealing with St. Louis, and the code is YT4. So, especially for our new people, I want to hear from you guys. What are y'all thoughts on this?
It's pretty awesome.
Uh-oh, we got Eugene in the house. What's going on, Eugene?
Oh, what's going on, Side? Thanks for inviting me on. Yeah, so this is an awesome system. I'm taking step one to learn it, so I have to take step two and step three and continue the process until I'm as adept as some of you are. So it's a learning process. So thank you for the invitation.
And I appreciate you taking time to jump on. And I'm gonna say this, and we can talk about it. I want to make sure people give their thoughts on it. But the way we see everything set up, we have everything we need right now as Black people. We have everything. We got the skill, we got the committed people, we got everything we need. It's two things that we got to work on. And the first one is the alignment. We just out of alignment. We got superstars block by block, and they just don't know each other. They're not in alignment. When you get on the highway, you got to merge in. You can't just get on the highway, just slam into whatever car's in that lane. You got to get in alignment so you can get either in front or behind the car that's already in that lane. So we think globally, once we get in alignment, man, we gonna see some power we just haven't seen before. And then the last one is on schedule. On schedule. It makes no good, Eugene, if you run out of gas today, you stranded, but I bring you some gas tomorrow. Like you needed it on schedule. You called me, you needed it then, not tomorrow. And I think we keep missing the boat in our coordination because we haven't agreed on the timing schedule. And that's the beauty. Every fourth Wednesday, it happens whether you own or not. Every fourth Tuesday, it happens whether we own or not, because this is systematic and time waits on nobody. And I think as we get more of our people to see how structured this is, and then you can just plug in. And if you don't want to, that's fine too. But twice a year, can you kind of commit to tapping in? Because that's what the system requires from us, is at least that twice a year. So let me show you guys this one. All right, this one here represents all 20 of our sister cities. All 20 of our sister cities are linked to the afros of the G20. And the G20 been hurting Black people since it started, 1999. And before the G20, it was the G7. And that was the same 7 countries that did the Belgium when they did the scramble for Africa. So what we got here, you guys, with this whole system is every Black Chicago zip code is monitoring the country in the G20 and how they're hurting us as a people. And I give you a perfect example, Mexico right here. North Lawndale in Chicago, zip code 60623, they're monitoring Mexico. Well, what Mexico and the US did at the G20 meeting, they agreed to move that Ford F-150 production from Detroit or from Michigan to Mexico. So if we don't even know G20 exists, we don't even know they having this annual meeting. And at that meeting, the whole purpose is economics, how to support the other members in the group. And guess who moving Ford F-150 production from Michigan to Mexico? Who that hurt? We already know. We already know. So that's the benefit of us making sure that all the 20 members of the G20 are being monitored by our zip codes in Chicago. Any thoughts on that?
Well, don't buy F-150. I can tell you that if they're gonna move it.
They've been done that. That's a long shit. So
that's not good.
Yeah. Well, it's all type of stuff happening to us, and we on the menu, and that's why this Wednesday boycott day is so important, because it represents us first supporting our local entrepreneurs, risk takers, and then when you name your 4, you done your part. My wife can't use my 4; she has to use her own 4, because this is about your dollars circulating with your people, and it's it's just that simple. So. All right, well, we gonna give back you guys your time if you don't have no questions, because I do think that we don't meet for the sake of meeting. We had to do BW4 because it called for it, and some people learn some things, and that's what we want, and we'll be in touch with everybody. Does anyone have any meetings coming up that you want to make announcements on so the rest of the people would know?
No
Yeah,
meeting.
I'm about to do stock. I'm about to do some stock, so I will fill y'all in on it once I get up and running on this new deal. So it might help us all out. So, but I'll keep y'all posted.
But you talking to Darrell? So Darrell, you hear what Claude doing? He might be on mute right now.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
once I
but
get it
but
up
but
and running, I will inform y'all how things are working.
No, I hear him. I hear him. Yeah, we've been doing stocks for about 12 years.
Okay.
Financial literacy all over the board. So um, stocks is a great avenue, you know, but we have other strategies too that can also help people.
Well, that's what
Help with
today is
free time.
about,
Yeah.
y'all. Economics. So
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
hey. So yeah. Now, anyone opposed to your phone number being shared? Let me ask that because that's what allowed me to text everyone the phone tree. So you
I'm
guys will
okay.
have each other.
I'm all over. My phone number's everywhere, so I don't have no problem with it.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
Clyde, you didn't tell everyone you're HVAC, so that's our HVAC person. Darrell's our electrician person,
Yeah.
so that way you guys know who's on the
Yeah.
call, what they do. Excellent. All right. So if no one have
Yeah, I
any
may have.
announcements.
Yeah, I have
Oh,
an
go ahead,
announcement.
Mike.
Yeah, I got a couple meetings coming up. A meeting Sunday with David Davenport. He's having a meeting Sunday at 7 p.m. Just looking to collaborate with like-minded people. He's got a big vision for what he's doing, and he really wants to support South Shore. And so I connected him with you. He loves what you're doing. He loves the concept of NBCU. So that's coming up Sunday at 7 p.m. So anybody interested in sitting in on that meeting, get to me and I will get the information to you. Also,
Where is it at?
it's
In
going to be
South
on Zoom.
Shore?
It's going to be the meeting's going to be on Zoom.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Okay.
it'll be easy to attend. And then every Wednesday morning at 9 a.m., I have a meeting with the Entrepreneur Forum, and we're really looking to support full out what we're doing here with NBCU. We're looking over the next 120 days to have 1,000 new attendees attending these meetings, no matter whether it may be in Chicagoland or suburbs or even all over the country. So we have a mechanism that we're going to be putting in place to facilitate making some of those things happen. And Eugene, I got a program I'd like to connect with you on it. If you're open to it, we can talk after the call today or maybe tomorrow.
All right.
With that in mind, thanks for stating that. You guys know 1,000 people donate $1 is the only thing holding us back from what God allowed us to build. This document you're looking at is a masterpiece of Black Chicago, the third largest city in America. And we got all the Black neighborhoods tracked right here. The yellow represent the west side of Chicago. I'm gonna zoom in so you guys can see it. That's East Garfield Park. North Lawndale is next to it. Garfield Park, North Austin, South Austin, Humboldt Park. To get to 1,000 people donating $1 electronically, that means 50 people in all 20 zip codes. It's that simple. 50 people in all 20 zip codes giving $1. So here, for the month of September, only 4 people in East Garfield Park did it. 1 person in North Lawndale, 1 in Garfield Park. So the key is this is accountability. I can't tell you why they didn't do it. All I can tell you is what the numbers say. No one in Humboldt Park, 60651. Then you go over to the south side, and those blocks are just to give you vicinities, you know, the area there. The numbers are even more dismal. And so the key is, do we have something that we can look at to measure how we're moving? If people are finally agreeing to pulling together $1. We 46 million strong in this country. So when we got 46 million people saying, you know what, I'm going to trust this structure and I'm going to send my $1 in electronically. Now we're talking about funding to be able to take care of the zip codes where the money came from. And then east side, there you go. We had 3 people in Washington Park. Governor Joe is on here, 11 people in Woodlawn. And the number 1 place is Bronzeville, 16 people. So you see it a little bit more colored in. But we had to get to 50 people doing it as a minimum because this is like ground zero. We can't do this. We don't have the narrative to say we can do anything else. We have to find a way to get 50 people in every zip code to agree to trust And there's two parts to this. First is agreeing to do it and then executing. Half of the people agree to do it. Oh yeah, I got it, and never execute. Execution is the closeout. So without the closeout, it means nothing. And if we don't do the $1, it's hard for us to even talk about the name your 4 Black businesses, because the people doing the dollar, 1,000 people doing a dollar means 1,000 people naming their 4 Black businesses. So that's 4,000 business transactions once we get our 50 people in all 20 zip codes flowing in alignment and on schedule with us. Any thoughts on that, you guys?
Understand.
Well,
Cool beans.
my focus is focusing on, my focus would be,
Who was that speaking? That's
Bronzeville.
Eugene?
Yes, my focus would probably be, those 16, why they did it, and let them lead and let them give testimonies, and then target another area and do the same thing. So, guys, this is my first time on, so I just need to kind of look at it, think about it. But right now, Bronzeville speaks to what my strategy is, and that is to identify those who are moving, and to increase there, so that at some point we've got all 50 in Bronzeville, and then they testify as to why they did it, and then to share that to the next targeted area and keep on moving that way. That's one hypothetical, but there are many others. So
Yeah. Oh no, and like Governor Joe is on here. He's in 60615 Washington Park. So we don't want him waiting on Brownsville. Everyone move for their zip code, but it allows you as a journalist to go in there with a schedule and interview them, but we want everyone tonight to get their 50 people, like all 20 zip codes. Let's go. Mr. Berry on here from Bronzeville. So this is just what it looks like, because sometimes we need a visual. This is A to Z last names. This is all the last names. So I just made this up based on how many people we know with those last names. So literally, just that many people gets us to the 1,000, as you see for every last name. So I'm a Smith. So 89 other S last name people gets us there. You're a Taylor, 89. So this is just in a roundabout. It's not exact science, you guys, but I just want people to be able to see how quickly we can make this work. Any thoughts on that one?
So I'm in West Pullman. So I don't know what's going on in West Pullman. I just jumped on, but I'd like to find out who the person is in West Pullman, and then just kind of
his name's
start
Steven.
where.
Yeah, his name's Steven Starks. So I'm gonna definitely connect you with Steven Starks. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and what you just said, that's what everyone. That's the first question is where my local rep is, because I got ideas. So that's the perfect question, so that you and him might come up with a better way. Hey, like Nike, let's just do it, because what we care about is getting the end result so we can move to the next phase. But if we can't get this phase, we definitely can't move to the next phase. I want to show you guys what it also looks like right here with the Cash App. So this is jobs for people too, you guys. People are gonna get paid collecting money. This is just 100 Cash Apps. These are not real people. I made up every last one of these names. I made up every last one of these Cash Apps. So don't worry about me putting y'all info out there like that. These are all made up names. None of them are accurate. But this is what it looks like. This is 100 Cash Apps. And so this is, this is going to be someone's job as you refer people. This is what it looks like. What was that? Okay, so I just wanted y'all to have visuals on what it looked like. So 10 sheets of this is the 1,000 people. That's what it looks like. All righty. Last thing, then we can cut up out of here, is November is this Saturday, you guys. If it goes through and people lose their SNAP benefits and things of that nature, our philosophy is let's make certain that we block by block get to know each other, because some people are sitting in better shape than others, and that's where our network comes in there with our zip code leaders. We do have some people that got that grow their own food. We got one person in particular, they got a gang of cucumbers. Another person, they grow lettuce like crazy. So it might force us to really barter and look in the mirror at each other. Next month is ST's and U's last name, so that's me. And these are the conventions next month. And so if we pull together our money now, we'll be able to get this part going and start to ask them 1,000 people to get their spouse. Now we had 2,000, and we just keep growing like that.
Mhm.
And all of them naming a four means that many businesses are getting money from them. So thank y'all. If y'all don't have anything else, I didn't hear no one say they didn't want their info shared. So I'm gonna send that out to everyone so you'll have each other's phone number and y'all can talk
Hey,
offline.
hey, Si.
Oh, go ahead, Governor.
Yeah, I just wanted to let people know if I can put my number out there, but I'm looking for another apartment. So at the end of the day, if somebody got an apartment that's, newly renovated, you know what I mean, I'm looking for an apartment. It can be 2-bedroom or 1-bedroom, long as it's a nice size, nothing too small. And the area, it really doesn't matter about the area, long as it's not too crazy, So I just
Now
wanted to
that's
put that.
Governor Joseph. I'm gonna make sure everybody see your number, y'all. That's Governor Joseph. When you see it on the phone list, you can write next to his name, 2-bedroom, so that way everyone can support that effort too.
Yeah,
Perfect.
appreciate it, though.
Did you get IGN, Joe? Did he get on?
No, he didn't even answer the phone.
Okay. All right. Cool, man. Excellent. All right. Thank you,
And
guys.
sorry for you all leave. I'm
Oh, go
looking
ahead.
for. I got a friend that's getting married on 63rd and near Ashland, and they're looking for a banquet hall. So I was trying to find a black business. So if
Wait, I
anybody knows
remember
somewhere
MG.
close to there, let me know.
Yeah, remember MG right by you on 80th and Racine? That's too far up from the
Oh,
63rd.
80th and Racines. It's called MG.
Remember, I brought him on. Remember, he converted the church into a banquet hall.
Okay, would you send me the information? And
Yep.
I'll send it to my friends. If they're looking for it like yesterday.
And what area
Perfect.
did they want to be in,
They said they want to be close. Well, they don't want to have to go too far. 80th and Racine would be good because the wedding's going to be off of 63rd and Ashland.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yep.
Okay. Because always it probably take, yeah.
Nah,
Okay.
that's too far. Cicero, yeah, that's far
Yeah,
out
Yeah,
there.
Cicero's too far. They want something closer. Racine would be good. Just send me the information,
Yeah.
sign. I'll get it to them tonight.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. MG. All right, you guys. Thanks for your time. Salute, and like Nike, we just go do it.
let's do it.